It say one person on. I'm happy with that. I'm gonna get started. Um, hey YouTube, thanks for joining me. Hi to the women. Um, so I didn't post anything saying I was gonna go live. I honestly thought I was not going to go live because somebody asked me a question. Oh, what shoes I'm wearing? Nothing right now. I got on my slippers, but today I wore some Balenciagas, um, Crocs. Um, is there anything else there? Why Dale look like he an FBI informant? Um, I know the government is on. I don't know. Hi Kamala, and oh, this guys, I don't want to accuse Kamala of anything. What I'm saying, because I think in my last live I said that I know it's her. What I'm saying is I know it's. What I'm saying is she is the VP, and she is the VP of the United States of America. When these planes, drones, the satellites, the airplanes that constantly in the sky following me, what I'm saying is they know what's going on. I do believe she has something to do. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying, oh, it's her, it's her. She knows what's going on in her American side, if that makes sense. Um, I also want to say, I know last live I told y'all that I was going to make a TikTok. I cannot, let me tell y'all something. I am not into this whole social media. TikTok, I tried to Google to see how you use TikTok. I don't know. Call me dumb. I cannot get with it. So I said I was going to do it. Instagram, I was thinking like, no, every single day posting, something from 3 years. No, I didn't want to do that. So I decided to come up with, no, it's okay. I just wanted to lift it up. I ain't really want my whole body, my things to show. So I decided to come up with a documentary. So the documentary is being edited now. It's a lot. It's a very heavy documentary, and that's what I decided to do. Hopefully, I really wanted it to come out tonight. I wanted to come on live, and then after my live, say y'all can watch the documentary of my last 3 years experience with the. So I was not able to finish editing, but it's coming along really good. I was able to find that other black girl that I'm sure she's locked up now, that Kamala was stalking and following in this, like I could not believe what I was hearing. Like the same experience I was going through, she was going through. And I think, because this was like months ago, I think she's locked up now, but I was able to find her going off online about how she was being stalked by the Kamala Harrison administration. So that's in the documentary, and some other stuff that I forgot all about from my experience. Like, oh my goodness, I don't even want to say, but it's all in the documentary. Like, I'm like, how did I forget to mention that when I first came on live? So that's in the documentary. It's really good. And y'all, thanks for tuning in. It says 7 people on. Yep, vote Trump. Vote Trump, everyone. Vote Trump. Um, oh, and I wasn't gonna come on. Like, I was not gonna come on. I know I tell y'all, like, I'm getting ready. Come on. I'm coming on Thursday. I give y'all the date, but I was so freaking scared that my face wasn't gonna go down. Let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all something. This was my face a few days ago. Y'all ready for this? This is my face a few days ago, guys. So, what had happened was, what happened was, I went out to get something to eat, and I went to get something to eat, and I am allergic to shrimp. So apparently, I ordered a fish sandwich. They must have cooked my fish and shrimp, and yeah, my face swelled up. I and it's so crazy because I can eat crabs, I can eat crab cakes, fish. I cannot eat shrimp. Craziest thing. But it just happened maybe like 15 years ago. Yeah, maybe like 15 years ago, I was not able to eat shrimp. Like one day, I ate shrimp. Next day, I woke up, my face, and it's just my lip that gets swollen. My lip gets swollen. Let me make this clear, guys. Let me make this clear. My organs don't close up. My throat don't, my organs don't shut down. My throat don't close up. I don't get webs or anything. The only thing that happens is my lips get really big, and being as though my lips get big, well, my top lip get really big, and being as though my top lip get really big, I get like, I guess because my face is just like, the bottom face is just coming out like that, my lip, so all this just get really black, and it's and swollen, so it's just starting to go down. So I really thought I was not going to be able to come to y'all, but it lasts 2 to 3 days, but my face still be chubby and like fat, but it went down, thank goodness. So yeah, just for the record, I do not, none of my organs shut down. And when I was younger, when I first found out that I was not able to eat shrimp, I used to still eat them, being stubborn, being a Taurus, stubborn, and I would just take that swollen lip. So I know y'all, I hope y'all didn't screenshot that what I showed y'all, but it's all good. Yeah, so just so y'all know, that documentary is coming soon. And then I was like, why didn't I been think of that? I was just thinking of a whole TikTok thing with, me showing y'all the video of a clip that I just randomly picked, and me talking about, okay, so on this day, and that's how I did it inside the documentary, but it's much better for everything to be together. And yeah, I just want the Americans to see what I have been going through. I don't want y'all to feel sorry for me, but I just want y'all to just to know, like, this is going on under the Biden and Harris administration. And then somebody, it's really weird. Somebody had a dream of a close friend of mine's that um, it was just a dream that the president elected that's in the chair now, I'm not even going to say the name, but got Russia to spy on Americans, and I was one of the ones that they picked. Just a dream. This was told to me by a family member. So yeah, I don't know who it is. I don't know why it's happening, but it's been happening for the past 3 years, and I don't really want to keep talking about it to y'all about it. Of course, on the back end, I'm working, but I just want y'all to know that a documentary is coming, and oh, and also, when I mentioned in my first live that I am in, I owe the IRS, not years of IRS. So, with my strategy, because I always owed the IRS, so my strategy always was taxes, get a loan for how much I owe for the year. And sometimes, I got good credit, so I would add, give me 2,000 more, pay the IRS off, because you don't want to play with the IRS. Pay the IRS off, and by the end of the year, I'm finished paying my loan off, and I'll get another loan. So that was always my strategy. But like I said, since the Biden Harris administration, I am not I I will give y'all eventually give y'all that name, but I don't want to give y'all the name of the bank right now. But yeah, I've been dealing with this bank for years. Like I can they'll give me a loan like that. They just wasn't giving me loans no more, and I was going to other banks. They wasn't giving me loans, so and so guys understand why I think it's dealing with the government, because it's like yeah, it was able to just just not giving me loans. And so I just want to say that my income taxes, I mean my the IRS is not a lot of money. It's not years. It's like 3 years of IRS, and I just called them. Me being a tourist, I'm telling you, we're very stubborn, and was able to set up a payment plan. So, but yeah, guys. So I want y'all know it's not like the IRS come. I know people like people I know will have known. I don't deal with those people anymore. 15 years in the hole of not paying taxes. I used to always say when they come down, it's gonna come down on you hard. But so yeah, mine's just 3 years, and I just recently set up a payment plan because, like I said, I that's the only you know, but nobody's coming for me. So that was that, and what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh, and I know in my first live I was talking about packages, the package, which that is in the documentary, and I did not save the address with the feces name and mail. And like I said, I do believe I told you I didn't touch it, and how I knew that it was something was strange, because this is a trip that taught me years. That's the beautiful part of just being raised around guys, right? They had always taught me, if you ordering, and this was way back in the day before, black people had credit cards, black people had bank cards. I don't even think was a big thing. If you wanted to order something online, you had to get a money order, right? Remember the East Bay tennis shoe book and all that, and just stuff I would order from, right? Websites. So they always taught me, never use your real name, never use your real name. So since the late 80s, early 90s, when I would order from a website or from a catalog, I would always just use a fake name. That same fake, and it's not even a fake name. It's just a random name I would use, because I just didn't never. My brothers taught me that just you don't use your name. Like, what do they need to know who packages coming, right? They long as they get the money. So even back in the day, I would use a Jane Doe, not literally Jane Doe, but I would use a put that name on a money order, and it was just that was just what they taught me. Just living with a bunch of boys can be kind of different. So even ordering Amazon every single day, they know this name. And yes, with Amazon, I had my bank card, but they are it's the billing and the shipping. So it's always two different names. And even with Amazon, that's I use the same name, but these boxes that these packages that was coming was my real name. I'm like, okay. So when I would come in, see the package on the porch, I just knew. I have never used my real name for no packages. And that was just always that was what I was taught. And so when I was coming getting these packages, it would have my real name. So the first packages was a porch full of empty boxes just thrown on my porch. And I just looked at the name, and I didn't even think nothing of it. I looked at the name and was shaking the boxes. And I keep gloves in my car for gas. I don't touch nothing with my bare hands. So I went to the car, got some gloves, opened it up, seen it was like 3 4 empty boxes. It's the same address. In my documentary, I will show you guys the address, and that packages were coming from. And I didn't even bother to Google. I didn't even bother to call the police, because if you follow me on Twitter, y'all know my history with police in the black community. Like, they're just not friendly, not helpful. So I just, balled it up, threw, crunched the boxes up, threw them in the trash. The second time, same thing, my full name. I get this time I'm home, so I seen the package at the front door. I then came in the house, got some gloves, touch, uh, picked it up, seen it. It was soft. I opened it up, and that was that in there. Shit, yeah, like, I'm like, okay. Didn't even, now that I did not told one person, and I didn't tell my mom. Nope, I just didn't want nobody to know that. So I immediately threw it away. I went around my back and just put it in the trash. Third time, I'm like, because at this point, I'm like, okay, when is this going to stop? So the third time, that's when I went and got some gloves, took a picture of a package. It was a toy, a anus toy, and you're going to see the package in the documentary with the address. So the address that you're going to see on that documentary is where the shit came from, where the empty boxes came from. And like I said, I don't even know if it's a legit address, but that's was where those packages came from. And I just immediately took a picture of it and threw it away. So yeah, guys, that's what y'all gonna see. And so yeah, now you understand why I say it's definitely the guy. We all know the elected Senate chair now, the VP and the president. They're part of the government. And like I said before, I did do a video of Biden, which I took that down. That's when I was Democrat. And I did do a video of Kamala Harris when she said America is not a racist country. I was very angry with that, because what I've experienced, in America, we all know, a black person, we all know that that's not true. Especially growing up in the 80s and 90s. Oh my goodness. So and then when she said, what she say, she cooked greens in the tub. Like, you. Sorry, guys. So yeah, I really believe that the celebrity world came together with her. That's my theory. And like I said, I don't like to think about it too much, because I'm going to get to the bottom. I'm not giving up on this. I want to know who it is. But yeah, guys, we got to get Trump in the chair. We got to get Trump in the chair. The beautiful part about this, guys, is we seen how it was with Donald Trump in the chair. We seen how it was. I'm so tired of people keep talking about what he say. About what he say about when he was in Detroit, and just Donald Trump is just to me, let me say something. Oh my goodness, this is my brother lawyer, guys. And I can't take this, my brother lawyer. But I'll call her. Whoa, I wonder what that's about. I haven't heard from her in a while. Yeah, I'm gonna call her after the live. But so yeah, Donald Trump is a jokester, and stop worrying about what he say, the stuff he said. And even when he was talking about Detroit and made that statement, I truly believe what he was talking about. That wasn't no racist statement. He was just pretty much saying, if y'all keep Kamala in the chair, America is going to be like Detroit, and I can even say like Baltimore. the Baltimore I grew up in is not the same Baltimore. That's what I truly believe he was trying to say. If you keep Kamala in this chair, the America is going to be like Detroit, not poor and just like the crime rate. That's all he's saying, and we all know that the how with these illegal immigrants is taking over. Like they're taking over. I just was maybe a week ago. I'm driving and somebody beeping the horn crazy at me, like bip 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 bip. Get you like frustrated because I'm driving. I guess let me tell you something. I'm a fast driver when I drive, but this young guy was saying I was driving too slow. I wait for him to get past me. He's no every bit of 2021 Dominican. Dominican, Mexican, Puerto Rican, I don't know, but he was of that descent. And he was, even when he was riding past me, he was beeping the horn like, beeping. I'm like, get the hell out of here. They done came here and took over. It was just a couple weeks ago, uh, carjacking. Carjacking. The person who they was carjacking pulled out his weapon and, shot the guy. He was a Puerto Rican Dominican, or I didn't even follow up on that story. I don't know if he was a illegal immigrant, but this just here in Baltimore, but he was of that descent. And I'm like, they're taking over. It's like, huh? Oh, like Mexican. He was from Mexico. But what I'm saying is these young guys is coming to our city taking over. And I don't know why? What is her reasoning for this? And oh my gosh, I lied to you guys not. The Puerto Ricans that I know, that I work with, said they voting for Trump. I'm like, but the Kamala Harris is letting y'all people in this country, and they like, we don't care, mommy. Like they voting Trump. Like it's so crazy when you turn on the computers and the TVs, the television, and your phone. What they pump into us, like she's in the lead. She's winning. Everybody is voting Trump. I don't get. It's crazy how what are they saying? What are these Democrats saying? Because now, what I tell people every time I ask them, are they voting Trump? I always, when they say we voting Trump, I say please just don't say it. Vote. Don't just say it. Please vote. So I just hope everybody just see that this country is going down. Like I've never experienced this type of what I'm experiencing. I never experienced it before. It's crazy. And and everybody keep talking about and you know what, before I get on to that subject, why is these celebrities, take notice of the celebrities that keep pushing Kamala to us. And I'm starting to believe that it's a hidden agenda, because it just, even the people who vote Trump, the celebrities who vote Trump, you don't see them online like you see these Democrats online just they're not throwing Trump in our faces. The Democrat Party is really throwing her in our faces, and I really believe it's a hidden agenda. I think they want the black people just to stay at the bottom of the barrel. I really believe that. I really believe in the Kamala agenda. She's really trying to wipe out the black community. I really believe she do not like the black community. I really believe that. Just looking at her history when she was, a lawyer and a senator. Oh, she was just a prosecutor? Oh, a state prosecutor. Like, she had this hate for black people. That's why I said just because she went to a HBCU does not make her liking blacks. I really believe she just wanted to understand us more. I really believe, and just imagine if she become president. Sidebar, and I will keep saying this: if she become president, they put her in the chair. If she become president, they put her in the chair. Nobody's rocking with her. And then I look at the people that, when I was a Democrat, the people that go so hard for her wasn't at one point, like they did not like her. So it's crazy to me, guys. I'm like, what is going on? It's something going on. These Democrats go so hard for her, and they keep going so hard for her when clearly she don't care nothing about us. She married a white man, taking care of white children, but they want us. They want our black votes. Like, no, no. Like, come on, stop it. And I also was looking back at, like, I was always a Democrat. I just became Republican, like, I believe in I do know in 2022, beginning of 2022, because I remember tweeting it. I have good memories. I know what I be tweeting. I remember tweeting it, and I remember after I was tweeting it, I kept getting texts from the Democrat campaign, and but whatever. But I remember when I was it I mean, it's crazy that, first of all, it's crazy that I took so long to become a Republican. But I remember when I was a Democrat, I was thinking, like, Democrats never looked out for the black community. One, two, I even the first people I wrote to, before I even when I woke up, I told y'all my story. Watch my live when I woke up on a Friday, praying for my brother that the lawyer just called me, fasting for him. I was it just came to me. My YouTube channel came back to me, so I was I was that once it came to me, I was just like, I'm gonna get back on my channel. I don't know what I was fasting for had nothing to do with nothing about me. But the next day I woke up, I just was wanting to read Moses. I was watching all the documentaries. It was like that whole weekend, that whole Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I was just like craving the story of Moses. And the first thing I started doing was writing the city of Baltimore. We know the city of Baltimore is Democrat city. Democrat city. No one responded to none of my letters. No one. Very well put together letters, full detail, my whole background, giving them everything about me. No one responded. And I'm just like, dang, like no one responded. And it took me back to, is the Democrat Party really for the black community? And I'm saying this because it took me back a few years ago. Back in 2017, 18-ish, I was a full Democrat, and something was going on with my brother, one of my brothers that's incarcerated. Something was going on with him, and I was just like, it was weighing me down because it was weighing him down. So I was calling all these top people, and in the chain of jails, like the commissioner, and I went over top of the commissioner head and just was writing all these people, and no one was doing anything. And I was just like, what can I do? So I wrote Elijah Cummings, and he's now passed away. Elijah Cummings, he was well known in the black community. He was into politics, and he was just I don't know what made me think of him, but he was a Democrat, and I was like, because he was always in our faces growing up. We always seen, he'll get the job done. I wrote him a nice letter, certified mailed it, and he literally, and I remember because matter of fact, I tweeted, back in, I think, look at Cummings and Flowers and Jelly. I tweeted it. If it's, I'm sure it's still up there. They didn't take that type of stuff down. They took a lot of celebrity stuff down, but one celebrity stuff down. The powers that be. Nothing. We don't own nothing. They, yes, can go in our Twitter and remove stuff, but I remember writing him. I said, he's gonna take care of this for my brother. And let me tell you something. My brother, he's not a chump. He's not in a gang. He's just like, he's still incarcerated. He's this, one man army type of thing. So, a lot of people love him, but just dealing with the staff, the staff. And I remember writing him, and he wrote me back and told me, Miss, said my last name, I had bigger fish to fry. That hurt me so bad. I'm like, this is America, right? Like, you, this black guy that's always been a part of Baltimore, and he's passed away now. I'm not talking bad on him, not talking down on him, but he's a Democrat. But I was so hurt, like, and I just remember staring at that letter, and it's just like, and thank God, my brother got out of that jail, and he go to court soon, but that's neither here nor there. But I was so hurt, like, yeah, and that was a Democrat, and I voted Democrat all my life. And let me tell y'all, so, and I just randomly thought about it as I was sitting here, editing and stuff and talking about, I'm thinking this to myself, I'm a keep, I have so much other content, but I want right now my platform to be on the importance of voting Trump. And so I remember, if you're from Baltimore, Governor Larry Hogan. Governor Larry Hogan, he was our governor, and he was Republican. Oh, he is Republican. He's still here. And he was just a very good governor, right? I remember the Baltimore riot. Remember that? The first one on the scene. He was on the scene before the Democrat mayor. I remember they said, where is she? Where is she? And her assistant said, she's getting her hair done in the midst of all this chaos, right? He was right there in the streets of Baltimore. He was Republican. He is Republican. So, and he just was a swell governor. I remember it was, so my mom, she lived on this nice block. Across the street from her house was a car shop. Now, the block's so nice, the car shop was just like this fancy car shop. Like, you wouldn't even know it was a, like, car shop, a car repair shop. They didn't sell cars, they fixed cars. It was not one of those rinky-dink, car repair shops. It was really fancy, upscale. Well, the person sold it, the person he sold it to was supposed to just take on it and continue to fix cars. This man turned it into a whole full club. A whole full club on a block with nothing but homeowners. I remember when he first did it, he was like, no worries, this is going to be nice. It's going to be not an after hour, but when you coming from work, what you call it, like 4 to 6 type of thing, people just coming winding down. And it started off like that. And I guess the money was getting to him. He started opening up from 10 to 2. 10 to 2. When I tell you, it used to be chaos every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I remember writing to Governor Larry Hogan at the time. He was, and I expressed my concern. I said, the block is on, a lot of these homeowners are up in age. They stay to themselves. They really, a lot of them just retired with walk out. They got canes, just living their retired, comfortable lives. And I wrote him, Larry Governor Hogan, Republican. Don't you know in 2 weeks, a man was knocking on his door, knocking on that door, wanting to see license, wanting to see, it was so funny, wanting to see, he was selling liquor in there, he was wanting to see all that. So I remember I was looking out the window when he came, because how my mom, it's not like I was looking out the window being nosy, but where in my mom house where it was set up, it was like a big old comfy chair right by the window. And anybody who love me, I love the blinds to be up, open, curtains wide. So I was just randomly looking outside when they came, and they left. I went outside. He said, I got 2 weeks. They're going to close my shop down. I said, really? What happened? He said, apparently somebody wrote a letter and they came and they said that they got a complaint that, it's a club and these are homeowners and they didn't permit you to do this thing. 2 weeks, his shop was shut down. It's still not there no more. Like literally, that's what Republican Larry Hogan did. Larry Hogan, he didn't say, look, I got bigger fish to fry. I don't even know. I didn't even tell him like who I was. I did not tell him, my name or anything. I just wrote him a random letter, told him the block, told him nothing but homeowners, nothing but retired people. He got that place is to this day is still shut down because like and when he brought it, he fixed it up to like a club type of feel. When you go on that block, that thing is still shut down. And this was 2021, 2020, 2022, huh? Right after the pandemic. Yup. I said, well, get the hell out of here. So shout out to Larry Hogan, Republican. So you see the difference. You see who care and who don't. You have Cummins. Anybody from Baltimore, Cummins. He told me, he wrote a letter back. I have bigger fish to fry since to worry about your brother getting what my issue was with him. And at this time, it was this one correctional officer just kept picking with him for no reason, right? And so yeah, and he told me he had bigger fish to fry too. This Republican governor that I wrote with concerns about this club. And 2 weeks somebody was there, and another 2 weeks it was closed down because he was illegally he illegally made that place out of a club. Like he didn't have liquor license or anything. Up to today, that club is not there. So guys, you cannot tell me and also this is another thing I'm gonna do, because all my life I used to vote. When I was Democrat, I used to vote for the Democrat president and for the Democrat mayor, right? For the first time ever. And I voted for Larry Hogan when I was still a Democrat because I knew he was just like, his second term I voted for him. But this time around, because I always just voted for the president and the mayor, and I never really dealt with the senates and all that other stuff. I'm going straight down the line. We need to change. If we can change Baltimore into a Republican city, because you got to think all these years this been a Democrat city, and what? Nothing. Actually, it actually's gone down. It actually has gone down. Nothing has been built up. Every time we get a mayor, they say we're gonna fix this, we're gonna fix these houses. Like nothing. So that was that, and I just thought about that. I was just sitting here one morning and I just thought about the difference. The Republican Party. Just imagine if this city Baltimore was turned into a Republican city. Just imagine. So for the first time whatever, I will be going straight down the road. I don't even know. If it's a Republican, I'm checking that box because it Democrat, like, we got to vote Trump in the chair. Like, these Democrats has done nothing for us all our lives but just sold us dreams. Throw these celebrities in our face. And think about the celebrities they put on that stage. Embarrassing, like embarrassing. You got Kurt Franklin just uh whatever, but Trump, Trump, Trump. Trump, 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 guys. Yeah, so it's crazy. And then it's also said that the Democrat Party keeps talking about the Roe v. Wade. Like, and then I think about the girls who be arguing with me about the Roe v. Wade bill. Like, these are the most trashiest. Like, what? It's bigger things for us to worry about than you worrying about if you get pregnant, you should have a right to get an abortion. And these are grown women that know better, that know abortions, no, it's not good. These not girls in their teens and 20s. These are full grown women that arguing with me about the Roe v. Wade bill. Like, I be looking at them like, are y'all serious? First of all, get one partner, because if you take notice, just sit back and listen to the girls who the first thing they think about. I want my rights. I want my right. I want to keep my rights to an abortion. Look at them. Look at them, and then their background. Like, yeah, just as loose. Like, come on, yo, it's bigger fish to fry. Look, what Elijah Cummings told me, it's bigger fish to fry than worrying about some daggone abortion bill. Why would you want to kill a baby? And then my cousin, my cousin too, she's my second cousin. My mom grew up with her. In the 60s, she got raped, right? In the 60s, she got raped in the backyard alley. A guy, my cousin Ann, God bless her soul. Oh gosh, she was so fun. And she was my mom in them age, and very beautiful when she was young. My mom, they Native Americans. My mom, first of all, my mom is the darkest out of all her sisters, and then she met a Jamaican, right? So shout out to the Jamaicans. So, but yeah, so Ann, my cousin Ann, was very beautiful when they showed me a picture, and like all the guys in the neighborhood, like really was crazy over her. Had this long, pretty hair, like looked just like a Native American. This guy, he liked her so much, she wouldn't give him time of the day. He raped her, unfortunately. This was in the 60s. She carried that baby, had that baby. She only had him, raised him well. And back then, being so she was so young, my aunt took care of the baby. Like, back then they didn't believe in abortions. But I'm saying all that to say, like, people say, well, what if you get raped? Well, hopefully it won't happen. Look how rare it does happen. And it's so many people I know that had, I mean, not know personally, she's the only one I've known personally. But, I mean, look how rare that is. And I'm sure that it will be exceptions. I'm sure, just say if that bill is passed, I'm sure it will be exceptions. But all y'all loose females that's messing with any and everybody, come on, and y'all arguing over that? That says a lot. Close y'all funky ass legs. How about that? Okay? Close y'all legs, because I be wanting to say, you slutty, when they be so you just gonna let them just come with a bill and you ain't got no right to them. The rights for your body is, and that's how she ain't gonna rights for your body is just like, girl, shut up. it just is loose. First of all, find, settle down. You're too old to be with this guy, that guy, this guy, that guy. And why would y'all want to have a baby if it's not your husband? Like, just check it out. The ones who talk about if y'all strolling and y'all see, or even in real life, this for me is in real life. I don't do social media. But the ones who be arguing over that Roe v. Wade bill be the most sluttiest, loose women. Like, come on. And it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing as a black woman. Because I'm like, come on. Y'all arguing over that. When food prices is high, the economy is of the world we live in is crazy under Biden and Harris administration. It's crazy out here, and I'm not talking about the celebrity world. I'm talking about the real world working class people. And it's not just black people. Like, I work in a hospital. Like, I see more white people than black. It's crazy out here for everybody. Okay, everybody. So, guys, we got to vote Trump. Trump. Forget what he's saying when he's. I do believe Trump sometimes can't get things out. Like, he just have a loose. Like, Trump is. Yeah, to me, I be laughing so hard. Like, he's comical. But look at when he was in the chair. When he was in the chair, the country was going smooth until they brought the COVID to America. China. Ugh. But yeah, Trump was running this country. The state of this country was not like it is now. I'm doing something for the first time. I'm going to vote Republican. And like I said, I don't know what made me think of that experience with Elijah Cummings, bless his soul, not talking down on him, when he told me he has bigger fish to fry. And if you think about it, the state of my brother was like, oh my gosh. I'm holding back tears now. But the state of my brother, and I wrote him a detailed letter. I just knew, everybody ignored me, but he is gonna listen. I have bigger fish to fry. And then we have Republican Larry Hogan responded just like that. He listened. He realized that these elderly people on his block, these people worked hard all their life. They don't want to, at night start listening to that loud bank thumping music. He listened, and in 2 weeks somebody was out, and in 2 more weeks that place is to this day closed down. It closed down within that month when that man came out checking for stuff. And that's what the Republican Party did. So all y'all Republicans that may be watching this, keep that in mind. Just imagine just think about what they have done. Sit back and think all y'all lives. And then I remember, which I deleted it, when I first posted, I'm voting for Trump on this YouTube. Somebody said, "Oh, you must be rich." What? I must be rich. What does rich have to do with voting Trump? Do you know how many everyday working people? Let me tell y'all something. I come to y'all on Thursdays, but I only work weekends. I'm home Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Like, people work more than me. And they're white. They're Indians. They're Latina. Like, people it's everyday working class people. Forget the celebrity world, forget the entertainment world. They don't care about us. They just getting paid to come at us with Harris, vote Harris. Well, no, we don't want to vote Harris. Y'all vote Harris. We're not. Us real working class people is not voting Harris. She don't like us. She don't like y'all. She do not like y'all. She's paying y'all to keep her name in front of us. That's it. She don't like black people. And the same ones, oh my goodness, this because I used to follow a lot of these celebrities. The same ones that's arguing and going crazy over her was the same ones that freaking hated her. I don't get it. So you're not going to sit here and tell me she's not on their payroll. But that's all I have to say about that. This week, Lord's willing, I'm going to try to have that documentary out. I'm going to try to have it out and for y'all to watch, and not just for y'all to watch, but other people, because a lot of people I wrote, but I didn't, get footage. A lot of bigger people I wrote and gave footage. So that documentary will be for me to have people to go to and watch, because I want to know who is trying to, but not working, trying to make Nika World chaotic. Like, they're not. Let me tell you something. They're not. I'm a true believer in Christ. God knows my heart. He is with me. He is with my family. I am a true believer. And I keep, like, talking about Christ, I keep it private. I just don't, it be making me so mad when I see people online. They set their camera up, they set their camera up and they just start getting down on their knees and they start praying and crying. Like, girl, I hate social media. Y'all just don't know. I hate it. I hate it. For people to say that because someone hated, then they hate themselves, because they just don't, like, it's just so fake and phony. But back to what I was saying, I really have a really intimate relationship with God. I keep that private. God, like, us Tauruses, like, we are, like, we shells on the outside, but we just God, let me tell you something. I ain't even mean to cry, but that's how just intimate I am with God, and He keeps me, y'all. He keeps me. Like, He keeps me. I'm so content. I'm so content. I'm so content with all what's going on around me. Like, God, like, even I wasn't even gonna share this with y'all, but yeah, give me some tissue. I wasn't gonna share this with y'all, but I wasn't gonna get back on because so let me tell you how me and God relationship is. So let me tell y'all how me and God relationship is. So my second live, right? My second live, I watched it because I watched the first one. And I'm like, I knew I was nervous, right? So I watched the second one and I put the earphones in my ear, and I was going to sleep. I was dozing off with the earphones in my ear, listening to my live, right? And the second one, and my subconscious mind said, who is this girl? Tell her shut up, right? And I jumped up because I was listening to my live, my second live. I was listening to it and I dozed off, right? But as I was dozing off, I would just hear my voice. And I, honest to God, y'all, I said, who is this girl? Tell her shut up. And I woke up and it was me. it was me. And I said, that's not me. I don't talk like that. Like, y'all gotta understand, I am the girl that everybody call on. Like, I give great advice. When I talk, it flows. I'm very opinionated. Like, I'm very opinionated. And even when I did my documentary, it was flowing. And I think, so back up. Um, so I was like, God. And so every morning, and y'all know, if y'all follow me on Twitter, y'all know you can go back as far as when I first made my Twitter in 2016. I spend a lot of time with God in the morning because, I just know I like for it to be quiet when I spend time with God. So I try to get up as early as I can. And I was crying, right? I said, God, that's not me. I don't talk like that. People probably think like I'm illiterate or something, right? Because I don't talk like that. It's just I kept saying and it just was all over the place. Seemed like, and so I wasn't gonna get back on. I was just like, maybe I'm just not used to talking to, I'm a very private person. I'm just not used to talking to, a camera and people that I don't know. So I pray. I always like to pray before I go into the scriptures. And I swear to y'all, this is how me and God relationship is. I told y'all in my life before, I like to I like to read a lot of Psalms and Proverbs, and when I was craving Moses, I just didn't like. Why am I wanting to know more about Moses from the beginning to the end, reading documentaries and stuff? But that's neither here nor there. So I swear to you guys, I flipped and I got a lot of prayer requests in my Bible. I flipped it to Corinthians. In Corinthians 1, the whole chapter, Corinthians 1, the whole chapter was talking about Paul, right? And I don't know what made me turn to it. I just turned to it and I started reading. So Paul, let me get myself together. Because I'm ready to, the phone ready to go there. So Paul, Corinthians 1, the whole chapter 1 through the end, he was talking about when he talking to his brothers and sisters and was saying, when I came to y'all, I wasn't intelligent. I didn't know it all. I wasn't the most wise. I wasn't the most, he just wasn't articulate. And he said, but just read it. And I read it and it just made me like, oh my gosh. And what God was trying to say is that don't be ashamed of your life. Like, that's not you. You know it's not you. I know, you speak more better than that. You speak more confident than that. Like, I mean, y'all have no idea how my nephews call me every 5 minutes. Like, everybody, like, what should I do? What should I do, though? And it just made me just cry so bad. He just saying, like, that verse, that whole verse, it just had me in awe. Like, I'm going to show the world, right? keep those, I'm not going to delete them, but be proud of those lives, because I'm going to show the world those lives going to be there when I show the world the end result, what I'm going to do. So be proud of that live, right? Because it just wasn't me, and I wasn't flowing. And that was with this, after I read it, I was just in awe, and it was just saying, you know, I'm going to show the world, just keep trusting in me. Just keep trusting in me, getting on camera, being yourself. Cause I was just like, it made me so sad. My subconscious mind said, oh my gosh, who is that girl, Tara? Shut up. And when I woke up, it was me. And I mean, that next day I was so sad. Like, I'm just not getting on live no more. I'm just not going to do that. Because it's just, the talking points just not me. And maybe it's just because I'm just not used to talking in front of a camera. If you know me, you know I'm very private. I don't do this. So yeah, I didn't, oh my gosh, I didn't mean to cry, y'all, but I'm just trying to tell y'all the peace that God gives me is not the peace that the world gives. I can't describe it, but I know he got me. I know he got me. I know he got me. And it's going to be okay. Um, I'm not one of those ones that's sad, depressed. I'm not. Never was. For the record, medical records, never. You never. No one never can say they went into my medical records, because you know at this point, like, the government can mess up and stop me from getting credit. I'm sure they had looked into my medical records, in which that's another whole story in itself. Will be in a documentary. They never saw I was depressed. They never saw I was suicidal. They never saw, like, thank God I never was that person. I always was a happy-go-lucky person. So I'm just thankful that I have a relationship with God. And I tell y'all, if y'all don't know God, y'all, this the way this world is. I'm telling y'all better get to know him. Y'all better get to know God, because despite with this evil world, and then in the celebrity world, the people that I used to look up to, when I was going through it these last 3 years and just being isolated, God revealed so much. And a lot of these people that I looked up to, I just see evilness now, and I don't know. I don't even look at them the same. I just be like, oh my gosh, like, these people are just demonic. Even just, the bleaching of the skin, and they don't even know when they bleach their skin. They don't even have a glow. It's like they looking dull. Like, it's that bleaching of the skin is taking the glow away from them, and they just looking dull and demonic, and just, oh gosh, like, y'all, if you don't have a relationship with God, get it. He will reveal to y'all so much. And even like I said, I thought I knew, but I did not have no idea. Like, 3 years ago, I was so, oh gosh, I don't even want to talk about it, because I can go, it would be it'll be next time, guys. But I just thought I knew so much and didn't know nothing. And these days, I just want to immerse myself into God's words. He keeps me, y'all. He keeps me. I'm so glad I know him. When I was young, man, my brothers used to hate when my mother used to just drag us off the church. And it's like, now I just go to her and I hug her. And I say, "My thanks." We, at the time we was young, we just hated, put, we knew him so young, but now I know him. And if y'all don't know Christ, y'all better get to know him. He will give you that peace, y'all. That peace that you would not, you'll be very appreciative. And he will talk to you. Like, like when he told me, when I flipped that Bible to Corinthians 1, chapter 1, and read that whole verse, I was just in awe. When I tell y'all, my mornings just be Proverbs and Psalms, Proverbs and Psalms. And I had a whole list of favorite verses, and then I read random verses, but he just had me to go to Corinth. Like, God is real. I don't care how much the evil entertainment world tell y'all that he's not, or make a mockery out of him. He's real. And let me tell y'all something. I'm so glad I know him. So glad I know him. And he gives me that peace. I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change it for fine diamonds and gold. And so yeah, y'all, I didn't even mean to cry, but that's what I was feeling like. And then of course my face, I showed, if y'all was on my live in the beginning, y'all seen how swollen my face was from, that allergic reaction. But yeah, I was just like, he made me feel much better once I read that. Once I read that and prayed to him about it, he really made, because I was just feeling so down the next day, because I just knew that wasn't me. And it's going to take time. Like he was telling me, it's going to take time. You talking in front of a camera, to strangers. Y'all don't know how private I am, but I'm a private person. I don't do this, so it's going to take time. And he just comforted me and soothed me, and I felt so much better. And until next time, y'all, I know that the documentary is going to be out this week. I don't want to keep y'all waiting. I just want y'all to see what a regular American girl has been going through under the Biden and Harris administration. It's gonna blow y'all mind. Like, wow, like when you see how low these helicopters fly over me and fly and be rocking with me, like in traffic. It's and I do believe that a lot of the ongoers, like the people that's in traffic, people that's standing on bus stop, whatever, they just think that first thing, we live in a black community. First thing they think, oh, somebody is surrounded. Somebody they getting somebody in trouble. Because when you only growing up, you only know a helicopter to come around when somebody run in the woods or in a place where you can't get. So to see that is crazy. You're gonna see. So, and of course, I will come to y'all before I present the documentary, because a lot of it's going to be bits and pieces. It's enough over the last 3 years, 3.5 years, but it's bits and pieces, because a lot of it is showing like personal things, like my neighbors on a porch and things like that. So I will be picking and choosing, but it's definitely footages where as though they are on me. So until next time, y'all, I probably come to y'all before Thursday. Soon as the documentary finish, I'm gonna come to y'all. Until next time, y'all, say y'all prayers. Pray for the world. Pray for this country, and hopefully, Trump get elected so the world can have some type of normalcy. Get back to some type of normalcy, because what we're living in is very is diabolical. It's crazy. I'm telling you, it's like, and I wonder if that wasn't going on with me, it still wouldn't be right. Like the Harris Biden administration got this world in shambles. So say y'all prayers. Vote Trump 2024. I hope y'all can go back and listen to the live and see how, when I wrote the Democrat Party and when I wrote the Republican Party in my city, how the difference, and see who's really for us and who's not. And even at the time when Governor Larry Hogan, who is a Republican, when he made that happen, I still was a Democrat. I wasn't even a Republican in, but I'm just like, that just popped in my head. Let me tell y'all something. Spending a lot of alone time spending time by myself, things just be coming to me. But until next time, y'all, I don't know. I may take that picture out. If y'all was here when I first showed y'all my face, good, y'all see it. But I may, once this live upload, I may delete that out because I did look crazy. But until next time, y'all have a good night. I'm ready to eat my food that I didn't eat and go to bed. Peace.